Imagine waking up in a city filled with towering pyramids, bustling marketplaces, and thousands of people. Then, just a few generations later, the streets are silent, the temples stand empty, the jungle slowly swallows everything. What could possibly cause one of the most advanced civilizations in the ancient world to abandon its greatest cities? For centuries, this question has fascinated historians, archaeologists, and explorers alike. The Maya civilization was one of humanity's greatest achievements. Long before Europe entered the Renaissance, the Maya had already built massive stone cities, developed a sophisticated writing system, mastered astronomy, and created remarkably accurate calendars. Their architects raised enormous pyramids without modern machinery. Their mathematicians understood the concept of zeros centuries before it became common in Europe. Their astronomers carefully tracked the movements of the Sun, Moon, Venus, and other celestial bodies with astonishing precision. Yet despite all these extraordinary accomplishments, something changed. Between the 8th and 9th centuries, many of the Maya's most powerful cities were gradually abandoned. Monuments stopped being built, royal dynasties disappeared, populations declined dramatically. To early explorers, it seemed as if an entire civilization had simply vanished. But did it? The truth is far more fascinating than the legend. The Maya people never completely disappeared. Millions of Maya descendants still live across Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, and El Salvador today, preserving languages, traditions, and customs that stretch back thousands of years. So the real mystery isn't where the Maya went. The real mystery is this: why did so many of their magnificent cities collapse? To answer that question, we first need to understand just how extraordinary the Maya civilization truly was. Let's travel back more than 2,000 years, to the beginning of one of history's greatest civilizations. More than 2,000 years ago, deep within the rainforests of what is now southern Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, and El Salvador, small farming communities began laying the foundation for a civilization unlike any other. Over centuries, those villages transformed into powerful city-states, connected by trade, religion, and culture. Each city had its own ruler, its own identity, and its own magnificent temples. Yet together, they shared the traditions that defined the Maya world. By around AD 250, the Maya had entered what historians now call the Classic period, an age of extraordinary growth, innovation, and artistic achievement. Cities like Tikal, Calakmul, Palenque, Copan, and Caracol rose above the jungle canopy. Towering stone pyramids dominated the skyline, while palaces, plazas, and ceremonial temples reflected the wealth and power of Maya rulers. Unlike many ancient civilizations that relied on a single emperor, the Maya were organized into independent city-states. Sometimes they formed alliances, other times they fought bitter wars against one another. This constant competition pushed each kingdom to build grander monuments, stronger armies, and more impressive cities. Life in these cities was surprisingly sophisticated. Bustling marketplaces brought together merchants from distant regions. Jade, obsidian, cacao, salt, colorful feathers, pottery, and finely woven textiles were traded across hundreds of miles. These trade networks connected communities throughout Mesoamerica and allowed wealth to flow between kingdoms. At the heart of every city stood enormous pyramids that served not only as architectural masterpieces, but also as sacred places of worship. Priests climbed steep staircases to perform ceremonies believed to maintain harmony between humans, nature, and the gods. Religion shaped almost every aspect of Maya life. They believed time itself was sacred. Every important decision, from planting crops to crowning kings, was guided by carefully calculated calendars and astronomical observations. Few civilizations understood the night sky as well as the Maya. Without telescopes or modern technology, they accurately tracked the movements of the Sun, Moon, and especially the planet Venus. Their observations were so precise that many of their calculations still amaze scientists today. The Maya also developed one of the few fully developed writing systems in the ancient Americas. Their scribes carved detailed hieroglyphs into stone monuments, painted books made from tree bark, and recorded the stories of kings, battles, religious ceremonies, and important historical events. These inscriptions have allowed archaeologists to reconstruct much of Maya history thousands of years later. Mathematics was another remarkable achievement. While many civilizations struggled with complex calculations, the Maya independently developed the concept of zero, a breakthrough that made advanced mathematics and astronomy possible. Their engineers demonstrated incredible skill as well. Despite having no metal tools, no horses, and no wheeled vehicles for transportation, they constructed massive stone pyramids, elaborate palaces, reservoirs, roads, and observatories that have survived for centuries. Agriculture supported this growing civilization. Farmers cultivated maize, beans, squash, chili peppers, and cacao, using techniques carefully adapted to the tropical environment. Terraces, raised fields, and water management systems helped feed populations that reached into the millions. For generations, the Maya flourished. Their cities expanded, their monuments grew taller, their knowledge advanced. From the outside, the civilization appeared stronger than ever. But beneath this remarkable success, subtle warning signs were beginning to emerge. Growing populations placed increasing pressure on farmland and forests. Powerful rulers demanded larger temples, more monuments, and greater displays of wealth. Competition between rival kingdoms became more intense with each passing generation. At first, these problems seemed manageable. No one could have imagined that they would eventually contribute to one of history's greatest mysteries. The magnificent cities still stood proudly above the jungle. The marketplaces were still crowded. The temples still echoed with sacred ceremonies. Yet unseen forces were already setting the stage for a dramatic transformation, one that would change the Maya world forever. These struggled to survive. Families were forced to leave their homes in search of water and fertile land. But drought alone cannot explain everything. At the same time, rival Maya city-states were fighting increasingly destructive wars. Stone monuments describe captured kings, destroyed cities, and shifting alliances. Archaeologists have uncovered defensive walls and signs of violent conflict, suggesting that warfare became more frequent during the civilization's final centuries. Political instability made matters even worse. Maya kings claimed they had the support of the gods. Their power depended on prosperity and successful harvests. When droughts continued and food shortages spread, many people likely began to lose faith in their rulers. As kingdoms weakened, their governments struggled to maintain order. Trade routes declined. Construction of new monuments came to a halt. Royal ceremonies became less frequent. One by one, many of the great cities were abandoned. Nature slowly reclaimed what humans had built. Towering temples disappeared beneath vines. Stone palaces crumbled. Dense rainforest covered roads that had once connected thriving cities. For centuries, these magnificent places remained hidden beneath the jungle canopy. When European explorers eventually encountered Maya ruins, they were astonished. Gigantic pyramids emerged from the forest like forgotten mountains. Massive stone carvings told stories no one could yet read. It seemed impossible that such an advanced civilization had once flourished there. Today, archaeologists continue to uncover new discoveries, using technologies such as LiDAR, which allows scientists to see through thick jungle vegetation from the air. Entire cities, roads, terraces, and reservoirs, hidden for centuries, have been revealed beneath the rainforest. These discoveries show that the Maya civilization was even larger and more sophisticated than anyone had imagined. And perhaps the greatest surprise of all is this: the Maya never truly disappeared. Millions of Maya people still live across Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, and El Salvador. They continue to speak Maya languages, preserve ancient traditions, celebrate cultural ceremonies, and protect a heritage that has survived for thousands of years. So the mystery was never about a civilization that vanished. It was about magnificent cities that were abandoned while the people adapted, migrated, and endured. The story of the Maya is not simply a tale of collapse. It is a story of resilience, a reminder that even the greatest civilizations can face enormous challenges, and that history is often far more complicated than the legends suggest. If you enjoyed this journey into one of history's greatest mysteries, please like this video and subscribe for more fascinating documentaries exploring the ancient world, forgotten civilizations, and unsolved historical mysteries. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay curious.